Hey guys, today I'm going to review the Soundpeats Pearl Clip Pro. This is an open ear TWS from Soundpeats. The launch price for this one, if I'm not wrong, is $30. You can get them for that with all the discount and coupon codes. I'll leave the links down below. This is a new launch from Soundpeats, which looks sort of similar to the Bose, uh, Bose ear hooks. A big thanks to Soundpeats for sending in this review unit, but all the thoughts and opinions you're about to hear are my own. So how do they look? Well, this is the case, first of all, it's very small, and this is not a grill or anything like that. This is a button for pairing, and you have your USB-C port outside. And when you open it, you get the ear hooks. So as you can see, these look like an earring. These look like an earring, as you can see. And this is the charging pin, which goes over here. And this is the speaker. This grill is a speaker. So they look really nice, actually quite funky when I'm wearing them outside. And many people ask me what this is because it looks like an earring and it doesn't look like an TWS. And you can still hear your surroundings, but you can still hear your music. That's a very good thing, and it's quite unique. I quite like the design. And one good thing is that it is not as expensive as the Bose's one. So that is again a good thing. And one more feature these have is, as you can see, since these look symmetrical, you can put them in the case in anyway. Let's say I take the right one and I put it in the left. Just see that the charging pin is connected. And same thing I do for this, right? Now again, this is the left, this is the right. I close the case, this becomes the left, this becomes the right. Now I take them out. I can again swap them around without any issues. So once I swap them around and close the case, this automatically shifts to left and right. So you do not have to think which is the left and right. You can wear them interchangeably without any issues. And obviously you can if you want to wear it in 1 year, you can do that too to save the battery life. Now talking about the battery life Soundpeats says is 6 hours in just one of these earbuds. And if you use it with the case, you get 24 hours. For me, in my testing, in AEC codec at around 50% volume, I got 5 hours 20-ish minutes, and with the case I got around 20 hours or so much, 21 hours or so. So that was around the time I got with the Pearlclip Pro. Now let's talk about the app a bit, because the app, I'll just show some screenshots on the screen if possible. The app is regular Soundpeats app. Only thing is that it still has the two main cons which I have mentioned before. It's still not fixed. One is it requires you to log in, which I do not like. And second, I think this is probably the most weird thing which I've seen in an app, is that it doesn't work without an internet connection. I mean, if you're outside and you do not have an internet connection, the app won't open. That is the most weirdest thing I've seen. So at least I hope that is fixed in an update for the Soundpeats app. Now the app is quite normal. I'll show some screenshots. It has, you can change the controls of the Pearlclip Pro, and also you also get the adaptive EQ, which you find it in other Soundpeats TWSs, and you can update the firmware, change the tone, and all those things. So the app is quite good. I wouldn't say it's the best app out there, but it's quite good for what it does. If Soundpeat fixes the offline thing and the login thing, I think so it'll be even better. Now coming to the sound. Well, the sound for this, as you can imagine, is obviously do not expect it to be in par with in-ear TWS, but they have good amount of bass. So I was quite surprised by that, because only thing is that you have to get a good fit, because you don't. So if this is your ear, don't wear them like this. Don't wear them like this. Wear them like this. So it should be a bit slanted for your ear. So Soundpeats has a guide when you open the box as to how to wear it. I highly suggest that you do that. This part will go inside your ear, and this part will go outside your ear. So this will hang outside, this will stay inside, and it will look like an earring. So just get a good fit, and then you can judge it. Because if you do not get a good fit for this, if the speaker is not aligned well with your ear, then you will have some issues wherein the bass is not good and you will not hear the volume properly. And talking about volume, these are quite loud, but in my opinion, minimum you should be at least 50 to 60% of your smartphone's volume to listen something. especially when you're outside. When inside, you can get around 30 to 40% volume. Well, sound, they are very bass heavy. That's obviously expected because these are open ear and you do need to pump up the bass. So outside the box, they're quite bass heavy. And if possible, I'll suggest using the adaptive EQ. What it does is it doesn't make the bass that boomy and bluety, which it is outside the box. It rather makes it a bit more tamed, and also the treble improves a lot more. Now, the mids, the male vocals and the female vocals, they are actually quite decent. So you hear all your calls and all your songs properly without any issues. The female vocals, they had no issues. The male vocals too, they were quite decent, although they sit behind the mix a bit. The treble, this could be a bit dark treble, but there is this wonky peak at around 5K or 6K outside the box. But if you use the adaptive EQ feature, that peak of 5K or around 6 kilohertz, that goes away and it becomes a lot more smoother. So I highly suggest that you use the adaptive EQ function after getting the TWS so that the sound improves a bit according to your ear. Yeah, I think so. These are really good for the price, especially the launch price, and the looks which they have is quite unique because whenever you're using those over the ears like the beats and any other TWS, they does come across a bit rude when you're speaking to someone and you do not take out your TWS. So these, first of all, do not look like a TWS. So these look like an earring. It could be like a fashion accessory if you want to rock them, and so people don't judge you that much when you're outside if you just keep them, and you can still take your calls. So yeah, I really like it. And I forgot to give the mic test. I'll give the mic test now. This is a test of the Soundpeats Pearl Clip Pro. So this is me speaking in my normal volume in a quiet environment. I hope you get an idea as to how the mic sounds. It sounds pretty good for the call. I have used it, and the other party has no worries about listening to me. Only thing is that if there are a lot of noises, yes, it might sound a bit clipped, but other than that, it's quite good. And I can hear the other person without any issues. But yeah, the volume should be a bit higher than your usual TWS. That's my review of the Soundpeats Pearl Clip Pro. So if you have any doubts, please do comment below and ask, and I'll try to help you out. Like and subscribe, as it really helps me out a lot. 94% of the people watching this video are unsubscribed. So I would really appreciate if you could subscribe to me. It's a great way of supporting me, and I really appreciate it, and it helps me keep making these videos. So yeah, I hope you have a great day. Bye.